and when this check blesses your account, think clearly. In this video, we're going to talk about the most sensible things I think you should do with your $1,200 stimulus check that will put you in a better financial position and have you strategically ready to tackle anything that this economy has to give to you. All that and more, so keep it locked. It's Crystal with the Cash Compass. Alright, welcome and welcome back. I am here to teach you all the things that you should have learned about money in school, but for whatever reason, they forgot to mention it. Please be sure to subscribe because we talk about everything from personal finance to invest into the economy. Let's get into it. Hey guys, I wanted to come in really quickly. I don't know if I'm even doing this right, but I wanted to come in real quick and say a big thank you so much for 5,000 subscribers. Like, what? What is life? I can't even believe that, because it's like it took me so long to get to 1,000, and then I got to 5,000 like seemingly overnight. So thank you so much for subscribing, for liking, for sharing with your friends. You guys are real. All right, this isn't only applied to the stimulus check, but any type of extra money that you do receive, you should pay yourself first. And what I mean by that is put it into your savings, put it aside for the future you, for your kids. Don't give it to Verizon, don't give it to your mortgage company. This is not financial advice. That doesn't sound too good. I'm not trying to tell you don't pay your bills. I'm just trying to say you have to focus on really setting yourself up and also making sure you get your bills paid. But especially during these times where job security might be at risk, we don't know how long we're gonna be trapped inside. We don't know how the world's gonna look like on the other end of this situation. So you wanna make sure you're having that money, as much of it as you can, just put to the side for yourself. I want to emphasize that to me, having savings does not only mean having money in the bank. It's actually really important to have money outside of the bank and even consider investing in precious metals. I have a video on my channel talking about it, so please check that out. But it's a great store of value. So if anything happens, you can still have something to live off of. Ultimately, I do think that in this juncture in life, I think it's more important to make sure you have water, you have food. Apparently people want a lot of toilet paper, so you can have that too. But things that you can think about that you'll need to survive. So as you've been locked in your house, what things have you thought about that you're like, man, I don't have that, but I don't want to go outside because I don't want to catch the cocoa. So when you do make it outside, try to think about those things that you actually would need to survive and get that, just in the event that you end up stuck at your house for a few weeks and you cannot get out. You want to make sure that you have what you need to get by. On top of that, there might be supply shocks, right? Because China, who produces, I mean, the good majority of all products all over the world, you know, they had a complete shutdown. So it's going to take a while for them to get back up and running fully and be that powerhouse that they have been. On top of that, farmers are not used to having to sell to as much retail customers as they have been. They're normally selling to colleges, they're normally selling to restaurants, people who are buying these things in bulk. So for them to have to kind of switch up their strategy and start packaging these things off, for the retail purchaser, they're going to have to adjust to this. It's not an overnight thing. So there might be supply shocks there. They're already throwing milk out, which that's a whole different topic for a different video, but it's just getting weird out there. So don't hoard food. Of course, you want other people to eat, but you want to kind of think strategically about what you're gonna do, because even if you choose to just buy week by week, the prices might be creeping up. Again, I also mentioned this in my previous video, but protection doesn't ever hurt anybody. And I hate saying these things, so I think people are going to say things like, oh, like you're being negative, or oh, you're being crazy. But again, I rather you have it and don't need it than need it and don't have it. Bars. And if you think that you have those things, then you can consider tackling your debt. I think variable rate debt is crucial, okay? Crucial to get rid of, because if we do enter hyperinflation, you can bet your bottom dollar, and you will, that interest rate will go up to the sky. So check if you have any, you know, interest rate ceilings. What is the highest they can charge you in your interest rate? And if you see there is no limit, you'll want to pay that off. Depending on where you're at, it might make sense to get into real estate. Depending on what stocks you're looking at, it might make sense for you to buy. You can make money at any point of the business cycle. Don't think everybody's losing money during recessions. Trust me, some people made a killing in 2008 and they will make another killing again. So you want to be on that side of things. So just see if stocks are expensive. How do you feel about your job? How do you feel about putting your money into this? What if it went down to zero? Would you be okay with that? In these times, you don't want to put your last dollar on the line and put your eggs all into one basket. Support a local business. Local businesses employ 60% of Americans, so that is more than corporations actually hire. Small businesses are literally the backbone of our nation, and I think it's really important to support them, to help them stay in business, because a lot of them are literally at a standstill. They still have bills to pay. So if you can support them online, if they're open and you can just do takeout or something, try to support your local businesses, try to keep them alive. At least personally to me, I like being able to go to different places and they have a little bit of character to them. They have mom and pop shop. Like, that's so important and truly represents what America, I think, should be. And then you can also get caught up on bills. Now this check may or may not have been already released when I post this video. It just depends on when I get it edited. But yeah, getting caught up. If you are months behind, you can at least keep yourself in your house. If you have like a loan on your car, maybe you can get up to date on those payments. A lot of times you can speak to these lenders and they will work with you, especially because they know that you are not the only person going through this. Literally everybody has been impacted by this. So try to call, you know, your landlord, or try to call your auto company and see what they can do to help you kind of easily transition without having to like maybe pay everything at once, or maybe having it affect your credit score. There's ways around it. You have to just talk to people. Alright, that does it. If you like this video, then please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you have nothing else to do, you know what to do. Go ahead and binge watch me. And until next time, keep your money up.